You ever see an ad that's so simple, but just so good you can't help but admire it? Well, today we're going to break down a 1-minute masterclass in persuasion that does exactly that. We're going to deconstruct piece by piece how this TallyPrime ad totally nails it, winning over its audience with some seriously smart techniques.
Right off the bat, this ad wastes zero time. It just drops you right into the middle of the conflict with this one line. There's no gentle intro, just pure, unfiltered frustration. And you know what? That's not just some character on screen. That's the voice of thousands of business owners. It instantly creates this powerful, super relatable problem.
And really, that's the first brilliant move here, finding a problem that everyone recognizes and then turning up the volume on it. The entire opening is designed to make business owners everywhere just nod their heads and think, oh yeah, I've been there. That is me. And look at how they use these classic character types to tell the story without saying a word. On one side, you've got Raji Sahib, this stressed-out veteran, literally buried in these old-school physical ledgers. That's the old, painful way of doing things. And on the other side, you've got Anuj, the calm guide, representing the modern, effortless solution on his laptop. This visual contrast is so strong, it tells the whole story before a single feature is even mentioned. This whole setup, by the way, is a textbook example of a classic persuasion technique called the Problem-Agitate-Solve framework. It's so simple. First, they present the problem. Finding reports is a total nightmare. Then they agitate it. They pour salt on the wound with the character's frustration and all that visual chaos. And now they are perfectly set up to swoop in with the solution. Okay, so the stage is set. The pain point is very, very real. And this is where the ad makes its pivot and introduces the hero of our story, the product itself. Now listen to the language they use here. It is so deliberate. Anuj doesn't say, here's our advanced business management software. No way. He says, your shortcut has arrived. The word shortcut is just a stroke of genius. It frames TallyPrime not as some complex tool you have to learn, but as an easy way out. A way to bypass all that stress we just saw. It's simple, direct, and just incredibly appealing. And this right here is the ad's big aha moment. See, they don't just tell you about the shortcut. They show you and they make it look so incredibly easy. Alt plus G, type what you want, and bam, there's your report. It's a simple 3-step process that directly and visually solves the exact problem from the opening scene. A demo like this is so much more powerful than just a boring list of features. Okay, now here's a detail that is just pure genius, especially if you're already a Tally user. The phrase gateway of Tally, that's the home screen you always had to go back to. It was kind of a pain. So by saying you don't need to do that anymore, they're speaking a secret language to their loyal customers. It's like a nod that says, we heard you and we fixed it. All right, so they've shown us the magic trick. But to be really persuasive, they have to prove that this trick works on real-world business problems. And that's exactly what this next part is all about. The script here is just so clever. It picks 3 of the absolute biggest headaches for any small business owner. You've got inventory, you've got chasing down payments, and of course, taxes. And for each one of these super stressful problems, it shows a TallyPrime fix that seems almost effortless. You make a sale and boom, the stock updates automatically. You need to know who owes you money? Instantly pull up an aging analysis. This isn't just marketing fluff. It's tangible proof that this shortcut solves real-world pain. And then, in just a few seconds, the ad unleashes this rapid-fire list of all these essential reports. Now, the point isn't for you to memorize all of them. The point is to create this overwhelming impression of power and total control. It's a really subtle but powerful way of saying, hey, whatever you need to know about your business, it's right here instantly. Which brings us to the most important part of any great story, the emotional payoff. Right? They've presented the problem, they've demonstrated the solution. Now they have to make us feel the transformation. And here it is, Rajesh Sahab, the man who started this ad literally drowning in stress, delivers this simple, powerful line. Wow, this is very easy. That one quote is the entire story in a nutshell. It represents that complete shift from frustration to relief and empowerment, all because of the product. So what is TallyPrime really selling here? Is it a go-to feature? Is it inventory management? Nope. The ultimate product, the thing they are truly selling you, is this feeling right here. It's the peace of mind that comes from finally being in control of your business. This slide just perfectly bookends the entire journey. The ad opens by asking, you get stressed, right?
It's like they're saying, we see you, we get your pain. And then it closes with this powerful tagline, our business, your control, which offers the ultimate solution. It's a complete emotional arc, from acknowledging a problem to promising empowerment. It's just masterfully done.
And if you had to boil this entire masterclass down to a single idea, this is it. This ad isn't really about accounting software at all. It's about giving business owners their time and their energy back so they can focus on what they actually love doing, growing their business. So I guess it leaves us with this question. This ad had features, for sure, but its real power came from selling an emotion, that amazing feeling of control and relief. It kind of makes you wonder, right? The next time you see an ad, ask yourself, are they just selling me a product, or are they selling me the promise of a better feeling? It's definitely something worth thinking about.